Okay, hello and welcome to another tier list. This one is going to be on Pantheons. This will be like how much I enjoy each Pantheon, be it the gods, be it the lore behind each Pantheon, behind like all of that, um, and also the artwork of it because some of them are really nice. Like this Arthurian one. Just gonna go in A. We've got King Arthur, we've got Merlin, and we've got Morgan Le Fay. Arthur's one of my favorite warriors. Merlin is quite a fun mage to play, and Morgan is isn't up there, but she's okay. She's definitely the one that brings it down for me. But I mean, it's got a dragon at its symbol. It's really cool. I really like the Arthurian Pantheon, and I hope to see more gods from it. Although I just don't know what they would add, but I do hope to see more gods from it. This is Babylonian, I believe. Sorry if I'm not extremely quick on the names of them because I can't think of them all the time. Babylonian. That's Gilgamesh and Tiamat, I believe. I actually have Smite open, so I'm gonna just look. Yeah, that is Gilgamesh and Tiamat. Both really fun to play. Gilgamesh is like one of my top 5 favorite gods just to play, and I really enjoyed the Babylonian region. I love learning about Gilgamesh and his lore and like the backstory of Uruk and all that. How like it was the first city, how the first written text that we have is the Epic of Gilgamesh. Those are all really fun to learn. The artwork itself, not like I would say the Arthurian was better, but it's not bad. You know, it's not basic. It's not something like I don't know. Polynesian's nice. I was going to use that as an example. All of them are quite nice, to be fair. I guess it'd be like Celtic, which I'm going to do next. Celtic. The Artioca Colin, Kainos, and the Morgan. Okay. Well, another A tier. Cucullin's my favorite god. Artio's my favorite guardian. Kainos is one of my favorite ADCs. Morgan is like not really up there. She's a bit like the Morgan. Oh, the Morgan. Morgan. I mean, they are based. Morgan is based off of the Morgan, but I just think that the other 3 gods really are my favorite. I mean, Cucullin taking on an entire army by himself, Kainos being the horned god, and like all to do with nature. Artia being a druid. I just like that. I'm not like well versed in like the lore behind the Morrigan or Kainos itself, but they're just cool. I like them. This is Chinese, right? Let's have a quick look just to make sure I'm correct. Yes, it is Chinese. Let me look at the gods. Ao Kuang, Chang'e, Daji, Lan Guan Yu, Hebua, Hui, Jingwei. I like quite a few of the gods in this, but it's not up there for me. It's just one of them ones where it's kind of like, yeah, these are. Actually, I'm going to go down even further because it's got Guan Yu, who I hate, Daji, who I don't really enjoy, Nuwa, who I don't really enjoy, Zhongqi, who I don't really enjoy. But then it does have gods like Xing Chan and Lija and Wukong that I do, and Erlang, who I do enjoy, and Huang as well. So, not my favorite, but definitely not my least favorite either. The symbol for it, despite being a dragon, is quite basic. Yeah, it's not as cool as the other one, in my opinion. It's more of like a serpent than a dragon. Next up, don't actually know which one that is. Crap. Yeah, it's Egyptian. It's just brown. I couldn't even tell that there was, so I'm going to put that in C for the thing while I'm looking at the gods. Anha, obviously, one of my favourites. Anubis, Bastet, Iset, Geb, Horus. Oh, it does have Osiris in it. Saket. Who's the ones on the bottom? Thoth and Sobek. So it has Sobek, Osiris, Anha. Okay, we're going to put in B. No, not Chinese, B. Because the gods are enjoyable. The lore behind them is quite enjoyable. I mean, I love Osiris. I love how his like context is he was betrayed by his brother, I think it was, and he was cut into eight, and then his wife sewn him back together. That's the whole reason for his passive. I mean, Anhur, I don't really know Anhur's thing, but I'm pretty sure he's the god of war, and he's known as the slayer of enemies, and he's just a fun god to play. I think it's just a good, well-rounded Pantheon. This is going to be the Great Old Ones, which I believe is only Cthulhu. I'm not a huge fan of Cthulhu, so it's going in D. Great Old Ones. Is there any other ones in the Great Old Ones? It's just Cthulhu, right? Yeah, it's just Cthulhu. So, I mean, it's cool, but it's just not really up there for me. This is Greek, I know that one. I do know I know all the gods in it as well, but I'm just giving myself a refresher. I think this is a bit like Egyptian. It's just kind of like, no, it's above Egyptian for me. But is it? Because like, see, I'm only looking at the gods that are in Smite because I love some of the Egyptian gods that aren't in Smite, like Anu. You know, learning about stuff like that is really interesting. But then there's like Hercules is yeah, but it's a temple to Heracles, wasn't it? Sorry, I'm thinking about something very specific. You know, like I love Cerberus and Hades, not as gods, but as like their lore. Like learning about Kronos and the Titans. It's Titans, right? Yes, Titans, because Norse is giants. I mean, Ares is cool as fuck. I mean, Percy Jackson. Come on, Percy Jackson instantly makes us an A. Okay, next up is, I believe, Hindu. Yep. Not as many gods in this one. There's only like 2-3 gods I actually really enjoy, so we're gonna go with C. You know, Agni is not one of my favorites. Ravana's not one of my favorites. Ram's not one of my favorites. Ravan I do really enjoy. Kali I enjoy a bit. Ganesh I enjoy a bit, and Kumbhakarna is a bit like, yeah, I enjoy him, but he's bad. So it's like they're just in the place base gods, and I don't know Hindu lore very well. There's like Vishnu, and that's about all I could tell you about Hindu. It's definitely one of my weaker pantheons in Smite. That's just because it doesn't personally interest me, so I never bothered to learn it. Up next is Japanese, very obvious, and for the gods that are in it, it's Amaterasu, Kuzenbo, love both of them. Tsukiyomi and Danzabara, love them. Susanoo and Hachiman, hate them. No, I don't hate them, but they're not my favorites at all. Izanami and Rajan are also a bit middling, but it's just like, I love how Amma and Suki are brothers and sisters, and one's a moon god, one's a sun god. How Amma hid away for so many years, and how that was a dark time. And I was really enjoying how like Kuzenbo is doesn't he abduct people in that whole thing? Yeah. Yeah, it's like Kuzenbo is just one of the funniest gods in the game, so I give him a pass even though he's a bit of an evil boy. This will be Mayan up next. Legally, I have to put in S tier because of Upwash, but I'm putting in A. I'm doing something that's illegal because it's only really Upwash. You know, I have no love for Cabrakan or Wheelix or Kama. I mean, I don't mind Shark or Bats or Shibbolong, okay, but most of them I just don't like that much. So honestly, it's going down to B, even though Upwash himself is going in S. Norse. I mean, straight away, yes. I love Norse. Norse is my favourite pantheon by far. I'm putting in S. Just Ratatoska, Yggdrasil, the World Tree. I'd definitely say like Jormungandr, Heimdall. This is the god. This is the god pool that I definitely researched the most. I'm also playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is obviously going to help. Probably if I did this when I was playing AC Odyssey, it would have been the Greek. But it's just like, you know, Ratatoska is the messenger, and you got Owen the Allfather, you got Fafnir the dwarf that was greedy as fuck. Even things like Soul, where you don't really know what they are. But then you read about them, oh wow, they got chased for however long. Oh, and then when they got caught, it was like the beginning of Ragnarok, right? And there was another one that was with it. It was Solon, her brother, came into the world radiant. Manny, that's his name. Okay, Polynesian. I believe that is only Pele. No, there's more now, isn't there? No, it is only Pele. They should add more Polynesian gods. They should also add more great old ones, because if they're making pantheons, they should use them. I don't really think Polynesian deserves another god. But, unfortunately, another god I don't play. The Pele does seem more fun. And I do like her lore, but actually, I'm important to see. I think the lore is very interesting, and I definitely want to see more Polynesian gods, because basically it gives me an excuse to go research them. And I definitely want more excuses. Roman, B. Because you've got sorry, where is Roman on here? There it is. You got Bellona, Bacchus, Cupid, Discordia, Hercules, Uranus, Vulcan, Terra, Sylvanus, Nox, Mercury. Well, I mean, you got Hercules and Bacchus are like basically. Oh, Hercules is not Roman. Heracles is Roman, isn't it? No, it's Hercules that's Roman. Heracles is Greek. Dionysus is basically the Greek version of Bacchus. Vulcan is of Hephaestus. It's like they're very similar, and so these two should really be together. So I should put them in here. But like Bellona is really cool. Cupid's really cool. Hercules and Bacchus are really cool. Sylvanus, Grover, really cool. Vulcan's cool. Janus, I mean, he's a transformer. I love him. It's just like Discordia and Nox, I don't really enjoy that much. Mercury is obviously interesting. Terra is interesting. They all are interesting. All these gods are interesting in the game. It's like, so take it with a pinch of salt when I say they're not interesting. All of them are interesting in their own way. Slavic is just Baba Yaga. Oh, and there's Carnabog as well. D. I have no care for the lore of Baba Yaga or Carnabog. I just know that Baba Yaga is like some wild witch, and Carnabog's the god of death. No, well, he's like a god of. He's not a god of death, but he's a god of a lord of darkness is his title. So we'll go with Baron Samedi for Voodoo. Another one they should add more to. I mean, Baron's a B, just for the god itself. Baron is hilarious and definitely probably the most interesting Lord of Death, I would say. So we'll give him a B. You just need to add more to the Pantheon. And last up is Yoluba, the newest one with Alvarin and Umoja. I can't say I've actually really read up on these two. Like, as gods, I think they're interesting, but for their lore, I don't think they should. I think I should be interested more in them. I will probably research them soon, but I've just not had that drive to research them like I have with other gods. So, yeah, and let's just quickly go through this. Norse, Babylonian, Celtic, Japanese, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's kind of nice. If only there was one less in the top one. Yeah, Hindu could probably go down. Polynesian could probably go down. Voodoo could probably go down. Mayan could probably go up. So there's definitely things I would change if I did this again. So I might do it again sometime. But for now, this is right. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you another time, and give it like a like if you enjoyed. If you didn't, I'm very sorry. And subscribe if you do. Please, please, I need subs, please.